Welcome back again to Tom's Garage, boys and girls. Good morning. Well, it's 2:30, but today, John Deere Z345M, zero turn. I usually don't work on zero turns, but he's a good friend of mine, so. John Deere 22 horse Briggs & Stratton V-twin. I tell you, that boy is rough on stuff. I'll show you what he did. I had to get the deck off just to get it on the table. Go around here and I'll show you. He hit a big old root sticking out of the ground. Pow! And he broke this deck hanger. You see the cable. The only way to fix that is to replace it. And the only way to replace it, pull all this bodywork off. They broke that, bent that. This nut was missing. It's just a half 13. I put a nylock on there. And this was just hanging. And the deck was just dragging. Woo-wee. So I went ahead and unhooked the deck. You just take this pin out on each side. Take this loose. It's got electric PTO. All you gotta do is just pull the belt off the pulley back there. Belt looks pretty good. And we'll just slide this deck off. We'll slide it off and get it on this table over here. Let me pick this back up. Yeah, let me raise up the deck lift linkage. Okay. Ooh, barely on the edge. Hey-ya. .42" All right. Now, you can't just replace one cable. See, when you pick this up or lower it down, this will lower. See how it's supposed to be? Right there, it broke that off. And you can't replace just one cable. You have to replace them both. See how they're made together in this plate? One goes to the right side, one goes to the left side. The part number is AM116462. We're going to slap him some blades on there too. GY20683, which is a UC22008. Boy, yeah, his other blades wore out. Ooh, that feller's rough. And fixing this is going to need an annual service because it's been exactly a year since we've changed the oil and serviced this thing. Yeah. I didn't write the hours down. What was that? Oh, well, look at there. Wonder what that goes to. Probably fell out of his pocket. Okay, let's lower it down. We're going to pull all this black plastic bodywork. We're going to pull all this off. Yeah. And to do this, we got to pull the seat off. It just unhooks right there. I'll show you. We got to pull these arms off from right here on both sides. And there's just a little series of these little push pins. Here's one there. You just pull this little pin up with a screwdriver. There's another one there. Just that little pin right there. And then we got to unhook the seat wiring. Well, let's go ahead and get busy. Let's get busy. See how you've got adjustments on these handles? You can put them any angle, anywhere you want, really. Bring them up, bring them down. So what I'm going to do is grab my paint pen. I'm going to put a mark that tells us where he had it. Because it's like taking your car to a shop, and when you get it back, the mechanic has adjusted your seat. You know how much of a pain that is, and you can never find where you originally had that seat. Even if you do, it feels different. Put a little paint right there, and put a little paint right there. He's kind of a tall, lanky feller. That's why he's got him kind of down and forward. Okay. And he knows who he is. All right, let's go put this pin back over here. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is get this seat wiring unhooked. Right here, right yonder. Unhook this wiring loom. Unhook that. Where does this one unhook from? Grab me a little screwdriver. Where does that unhook from? There it goes. Just like that. And then we'll unhook the plug right here. Careful not to break it. Lord, don't break that. Okay, we'll get this little door taken off. Get the wiring loom through here. Like that, and just kind of stick that down there like that. Because this will stay. It's just this that's gonna be removed. All right, let's pop the seat pans out of it. Pull that over, up. Feels like it's in a little bind. Grab a hammer and give it a little tap. Set these over here. Now this seat ought to be ours. There y'all, set it on the floor. Let's see, let's get all this stuff out of here. That's a big old wad of stuff there. No, let's take some of this stuff out of here. At least he wears safety glasses while he's doing this. I know a lot of folks don't. Okay. Now we'll take the arms off. Got carriage bolt and 2 nuts, 13 millimeter. Let's see, we'll set this in the way it goes. One on the left and one on the right. All right, let's get this one off. Hey.
There he is.
Pretty good.
You made it through the winter, I see.
I did. All right. Had to fix the feller's pull string real quick. Made a few geese. All right, here's the other handle. Okay, next thing. All right. This is going to stay. You can see how this is just going to kind of come loose. All that'll stay. It's just this little cover right here. All right, let's pop these little pins out right here. Just like that. That's all it is. Pop that down and it spreads that, and that's what holds that down. Let's see, we got one there. Looks like we have one right here. Let me grab a side cutters here. That might be a little bit better to use. Try to get under it. There we go, just like that. You really don't have to pull these out, I don't guess. That can stay with the panel you pull out. Stick that back in there. Okay, we have one there. So you don't have to take this bolt out either, because that's not part of this cover. Let's see, this is going to stay. Oh, we got one here. Grab my screwdriver, I can get my side cutters in there. Pop this one loose. Okay, let's take a quick peek here. Any more on this side? You can see how it is going to come up. You don't have to take this or these off. Seems like we have one kind of up here somewhere, maybe. I don't see nothing over here. Let's go around to the other side. All right, we got one here in the same spot as over there. We're getting loose. I hope that's a pair of gloves and not a pair of his socks. All right, we should have one down here in the same spot as over there. Alrighty, it looks to me like that's about all of them. Might have to pop that gas cap off to get clearance. There it goes. Alright, let's go back around this side. We'll have to work it out around these springs and this gas cap. So set this stuff over there. There it is. All right. Now these cables runs up through here, around here, under there. This one does the same thing. It goes around here. But where does it go? Where is the end of it at? We may well have to take this off. I don't see where it connects. Where does it go? Up through here, around there. Let me hit pause because I'm going to get my dry vac, and I'm going to clean all this out so we don't have to make such a mess. Y'all hang with, we're going to get this thing cleaned. Well, trying to clean it and vacuum it didn't work out too well, so oh well. But what we got to do, they come together right under there. Let me grab my flashlight here. Right there. So we're going to take the bolts out of this thing and just raise this entire assembly. Just jack it up a little bit. And that'll slide out. Phew. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is get this off. If it'll let me. Come out of there. Grab my screwdriver, it's trying to fight me. Because it's coming out at such an angle. Here we go. You've got an external E-clip. Save those because the kit does not come with new ones. And that's what holds this on. So grab you some needly nose and a little screwdriver. Let's see, let's spin it around that way. Oh, pal. Set this in a safe place. Slide this out. That bar is going to be in the way. Oh well, it comes straight up. Duh. Okay. Okay. So now what we'll do is we'll prepare to take all the bolts out of this thing. Bolt here so we can take this, slide this off. That way we can get to this bolt back there. And I don't know what the purpose of this is, this pin. It's not going into anything that I can see, but we've got a bolt there, bolt over there, And we've got 2 bolts here, a bolt here so we can get this seat bracket off. Same thing on the other side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we could probably, it ain't real heavy, I guess we could probably just put a floor jack under it or something, or just wedge it. That way we can get that out. It'll just slide out. So let's do it. And let's get another wrench. It's got a nut on the bottom of it. So now this ought to just slide off out of the way. So now we can get to that bolt right there. That bolt goes all the way through, and it's got a nut right there on the bottom of that. Just a big old long shoulder bolt. And we'll come back here, take these bolts out. You probably don't even need to pull these bolts all the way out. Just get the nuts on the bottom taken out. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever done this, so do you have to take anything else off over there, or just taking this side off will let you get it high enough? We're going to find out. That answers that question. Yes, you got to take all of them out, or that thing will not budge. Won't do it. So same thing on this side. Found the nut. There it is. And get the seat bracket taken off. All right, let's go back around there. It looks like we might have all of them. Like I said, I don't know what this pin is for. It may have a piece of the frame that goes under there. It comes up and it goes through. I don't know. We're going to find out. pretty quick. Let's grab our needle nose and get this external E-clip taken off. Pow. Set that somewhere safe out of the way. Okay. Now we'll go back around here. And we will see what we got. Yep, this whole thing will raise up. Just like that. And then we can pull that out. And I'm not about to put my fingers in there. Let's grab a jack and do it safely. Because you've got the weight of the battery and the weight of all the gasoline in there. Hurrah. We'll go right under the battery. There. And that is what that is. Just slides right in. Okay. All right, let's see. We got to feed this through there. That goes above that. It's going to be kind of tough getting this thing here to feed. These cables are very stiff. And you've got this big thing on the end of it here. May have to take this off. Take this off so it'll squeeze through there, I believe. Yeah, let's do that. What size for those? Is that a 17? That is smaller. It's probably going to be a 15 or a 16. That's a 17. Let's see, is that a 16 on top? It is. 16 right there. Hold that with your wrench. Take the nut off. Kind of hard to hold it. Should have done that before I took it out of its mount. Okay, let's see. How hard is it going to be to pull that thick cable down? Unplug his PTO. And that goes above that right there. We may have to take this loose and pull this back if we can't get it back through there. All right, there's one. Well, okay. Let's see, now the other one. Let's go around here and look. Okay, this one feeds through there. Down through here. This is the parking brake right here that you see. But this is what we need. How hard is that going to be to... this side and look, see where that exactly goes. We may have to pull the battery or something out. Let's lower this thing a little bit. All right, now we can get a better eyeball on it. Yeah, this is going to be a little more difficult because we have to go under here, up through here, under all of this, back behind there, and then back over there. So let's see what we're going to have to do here. Take a peek. Do we have to remove the fuel tank or anything? The fuel tank just wedges itself in there. We may well have to. Because like I said, this is the first time I've done one of these. Almost every day out here in the shop I do something I've never done before. We got just a little bit of wiggle room with this fuel tank. Because you got to remember, it's going to have that big bolt on the end of it. It'll be almost impossible to maneuver. So let's do that. Let's get this fuel tank out of here because I believe we're going to have to. So we'll unhook this wiring, orange wire on top, before I do anything else. Let's unhook this battery. Let's unhook that battery. We don't need no problems. Let's see, that's the negative. I guess this is going to be part one, just get the old one off. Part two is going to be putting the new one on. I guess part three can be the servicing the engine. And we'll just get this battery out of here and completely out of the way. Oop, just drop that wrench down in there. Now give me my wrench back. Okay. This is the vent, and this is the actual fuel line. So what we'll do is cramp this, take these two lines off, take this loose, swing it out of the way. That way we can probably maneuver this fuel tank up enough to get our hands in there. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. Spin this clamp around so I can grab a hold of it. All right, before I do any of that, blow some more dust off of it. Like I said, I've already vacuumed it. Up. Mammy. All right, let's move around here. All right. I don't want to take this loose or apart or nothing. I just want to get this up and out of the way so we can get to the fuel tank here. Now let's see if we can maneuver this fuel tank. There we go. There we go. It's ours. Let's lay it over here. And of course it's full. Now we can get to this. Okay. Back over here. So it goes under that and straight out that way. Okay. We are looking good. We are looking good. Let's shed some more light on it. Now this is just slide right out, supposedly. Well, we got to get it unhooked first. We ain't got it unhooked. All right, grab the impact. Another 1/2-inch socket. Oh, Lordy, Lordy. Wiggle off there, boy. There. And remember it went in that hole up there. So now we have that. Now we can slide that out. Slide that back, down. Hung on something. There we go. Down. This one goes under, and this one goes over that bodywork back there. So now what we got to do is move this flashlight. Just deliver it. Yay, it's a boy. Yay. Pow. Now we'll compare the new one to the old one before we go put it back together. Okay. Those two are the same and those two are the same. Good. That sure was a lot of trouble just to get it out. It's going to be even more fun getting it back in. Well, all right, boys and girls, there you have it. That's part one. That's how you take it apart. Part two is going to be fun, putting it back together, and part three is going to be even more fun when it works and we change the oil. Whew, well, y'all be good, boys and girls. Love y'all to death. Holler at me if you need me. Eat your vitamins. Take your vegetables. And good Lord, y'all be good, because I love you.